Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and join me. I am over here on Facebook. I'm going to come into the Empowered Spirit Circle, sharing it out. Here we go. Let me know if you're here. Hey, Carla. Happy New Year. About to go stream on Instagram. We're going to have a little fun tonight. Everything is already so serious. Oh my gosh. So we're going to have a little fun tonight. We're going to look at the cards for the year. Let me make sure it's streaming in the Empowered Spirit Circle before I join in. Here we go. Okay, I think it's there. There we go. All right, it is all good. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Gonna come over here on Instagram as well. Got one of those filters on. I want to have a little fun tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Want to have a little fun? Look at the cards for the year. Talk about what's going on. And just see what kind of guidance we can bring forward. Definitely, definitely. Hope everybody had a good New Year's. A little intense already to start the New Year's. What do you think? What do you think? Give me some comments. Let me know how you're doing. Come on in and join me for sure. All right, here we go. We're streaming live on Instagram as well. Hang on, they're telling everybody. I gotta love social media. All right, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and join me. I will draw cards for you as well, but we're going to look at the way in which the year is going to unfold as per the tarot, as per kind of how I see it and what's been going on and some of the articles that I've been reading as well. All right. Hey, Ernest, Happy New Year. All right. So let's just take a moment, bring our energies together, take a nice deep inhale and exhale. I'm going to light a little sage. So we open up this energy. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Terry Ann Hyman here. This is my Empowered Spirit Show. This is a live stream video where I come on Sunday nights. We talk about the energy for the week. We talk about what's going on. We align our energies and we look to the cards for guidance. So, hey, Mercedes, how are you? Hey, Paul, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I did want to have a little fun tonight, and I just kind of wanted to look at what the spread had to offer and really kind of open up the energy. Already the energy has been so intense. Hey, Miss Jackie, how are you? Already the energy has been so intense. I've read some articles going on. I've looked to the energy. Even some family stuff has been going on. Oh my goodness. So I did want to kind of say that I was on a walk today. We did a nice hike, beautiful day down here in Alabama. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I asked the universe, what's going on? What can you offer? And I listened. And the universe said, like, okay, some more trees are going to fall. Some more mushrooms are going to grow. The seasons are going to change. So why be in fear? P.S. There will be some tripping as well, literally and spiritually. All right? So I thought that was kind of funny, and I took a little chuckle with it and just thought about it. It's like, it's true. All right? Trees will fall, the mushrooms will grow, seasons are going to change, and we're going to keep going. But the manner with which we want to keep going is really going to be important. And we've been talking about and been hearing about all the energy coming forward. 2021 is equal to a 5. If you work the numbers out and add them up, it's a 5. 5 is a year of change, all right? It's a year of pulling your energy in and making and understanding what those changes are. And the way that I look at it is through your spiritual practice. All right, I read a huge article today. It really kind of upset me, talking about spirituality is bypassing, not feeling. And if anybody knows me, we do our work in the work that I offer and the work that I teach. We go in deep, we uncover, we look at the lessons, we do not bypass. So don't be fooled by what is out there and thinking, oh, I'm going to be spiritual, it's going to be so much better. No, spirituality is going to pull yourself inward to you, because the biggest thing that we need to look at this year is, what is your truth? What are you talking and what are you walking, and how do those two line up? All right, so to me, that's the big word. That's the big way that we can move forward with a spiritual practice to uncover all the things that we need to uncover. All right, so with that in mind, let's just call in our spirit. Let's align this energy as we open up to look at the cards. So just take a nice deep inhale And exhale. I agree, Jackie. If anything, you're going to feel more, not bypass it. And just call in your spirit. Presence that energy for you. And begin to align with the greater spirit, God, creator, source. And then call in and align with all the spiritual beings that are around to help you right now. The masters, the teachers, the archangels, your spirit guides. And just feel that connection pulling in. Take a nice deep inhale. As we align with this brand new energy, this Aquarian age. Teachings of the medicine wheel, we start with that energy of the north. That's where we are right now. We call in our ancestors to help us with the wisdom, the dreams, our visions, as we set the intentions for this year. For guidance and protection, calling in to the north, the east, the south, and the west, above us, below us, right into the very center, right into your spirit. Setting your intention for this year. What is that? What is the word? What is your value? What is your truth? And allow those elevated emotions that you want to feel with these intentions. Those higher emotions, joy, peace, consciousness. And allow that to radiate out all around you. Let that be your guide. Release the attachment and just let that open up from your heart. Inhaling and exhaling. Releasing it out. Take one more breath. Feel yourself grounding with Mother Earth. We're going to need a lot of grounding this year. Grounding with Mother Earth. Bringing the awareness back. All right. Yes, Lisa, walk the talk for sure. All right. So I've gone back to some of my original cards. Truth be known, truth be told, I am working on my very own deck this year. So I'm very excited and doing a lot of study and research back in the tarot. So I went back to the original Rider-Waite deck. All right. So as I laid out the 12 cards, and I am using one of the wild unknowns for our archetype, and we'll look at that at the end. So as we look at this very first card, and I will draw cards at the end if you'd like. Hey, Leah, like your new cat. All right. The very first card I think is really fitting for right now. So this is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is our earth, and it shows us a little bit of that struggle that we all feel. I know we're all excited for the new year, but the truth is it's not too much difference than a week ago, right? We're still working through all this pandemic, all of this vaccine, all of this what's work going to be like, all of that energy. So this is talking about 5, all right, perfect for 2021 is a 5, and it's in the physical realm, all right? So what is your struggle? And are you going to pull the victim card, all right? Look at that. It looks like hobbling along. Are you going to be able to work through this? Going deep inside your spirit and working through and looking at the lessons. Underneath all of that hurt are lessons. I know. I've lived my lessons and still learning from them. But that is the growth that we're going to come through. So that's the energy for January. Don't get caught in the victim. Don't get caught in the stories. Use it to open up to a greater part of who you are, through moving through the emotions, through going through the work and coming out into that physical change that we all need right now. And we're going to see it all around, all right? We're going to drive around our cities. We're going to see places that have closed, places that are opened. Where are you fitting into that as well? All right, so that's going to be for January. February, as we come into February, is the death card. Very interesting, because February, according to all the astrology I've been listening to, is talking about February being a little bit of the unknown, like all the planets going to be in Aquarius. Plus, we're going to move into that very first retrograde right at the end of January 30th, right into February. So we're going to also have some retrograde energy in there. But the thing I like about the death card, and thing that I've also been kind of tuning in, and the optimistic part of this year, is that Renaissance energy that's going to come forward. With all this energy in Aquarius, we're going to see in February some of that move forward for us. Even though we're in retrograde, because even Mercury's going to be in Aquarius, we're going to start to see a shedding of energy. We're going to start to see a shift and a change, and we're going to start to actually, I think, my intuition tells me, a realization of what has been going on in 2020. And we're going to start to see that as we move through and into February. All right, got some hearts on that one. All right, so death, again, is just shed a skin. Release out the old energy. Know that transformation is coming. Really important. Now, as you move into the third month, we actually have another 3 here, the 3 of Pentacles. All right, so this is where we come into that first season where we start to plant our energy, the spring. 3 of Pentacles is kind of an interesting card because it's when we kind of step back and we look at what has occurred. So it's a great time to do this before we start into that spring energy. As March comes around, take a chance, take a moment, take a pause, pull yourself back and look at what has been created. All right, in the winter energy, all right, the past 3 months that we're going to be going through to get to this card, that's when you're bringing your dreams and your visions. So as you step back to go to plant those seeds for your work, physical, pentacles, take that time to really review and really understand what you're bringing forward as you move into the spring season. All right, really good guidance. Now, as we move into the spring, January, February, March, April. April is a little bit of a struggle again. All right, this is a 7 of Wands. 7 is our spirituality. This is going to be about standing up with your passions. Look how he's holding that wand. Wand is our passions and desires. He's really kind of putting himself out there. He, she, you, them, they, us, whoever you want to qualify yourself as. Standing up for what you believe in. We go back to that energy we talked about, Lisa. You put on the comments here, walking your talk. All right, knowing your passions and your desires as you move into April, into the thick of spring, knowing what your passions are, and really not being afraid to stand up for yourself. Very important, okay? Then we come into May. May is going to also have the eclipse season open and another retrograde. So May is going to have a lot of energy coming forward. And this is an 8 of Wands. So this is going to really kind of show some changes coming forward. All right, when we can align our energy up, and this is passions and desires, we can see changes coming forward. All right, so we've been doing a lot of work. We're now moving into spring. We've gone through a lot of changes. Time to act on some of those actions that are going forward, especially as you move into the next season of summer. Now, summer, we've got more change. All right, and I think we all can really kind of see what we're talking about. We're going to do a little work in the winter. We're going to move through some of the physical struggles. We're going to shed a skin as we come out. Spring, we're going to plant those seeds. We're going to stand up for ourselves. We're going to see some changes. And then here we go into summer. We're going to see a little bit more conflict coming forward. Another 5. All right, again, 5 can be conflict. This is the mental plane, the swords, which is our mental mindset, all right? So we can struggle, fight, or we can really be strong in the actions that we want to bring forward. All right, so as we move into the summer, we're going to see a little bit more shakeup, and this is where you need to know and keeping your mind and your mindset very clear on what the walk is that you're doing and very strong in the integrity of who you are. All right, we're going to move into the summer, and the summer is going to show us a little bit of final energy. All right, some of this energy we're going to start to pack up. Hopefully, that's going to be some of that pandemic energy. We're going to pack it up. We're going to push it out, and then this is going to open up the energy to really make some bigger changes in what your passions and desires. Your purpose is going to help you do that. Living that purpose for you as you move through all of this is going to help you pack this up so that you can push forward in a whole nother way. Now, as we move into midsummer, you're going to be asking yourself some of those questions. Am I really happy doing what I'm doing? All right, we're going to see that 9 of Cups coming forward. So things are going to be aligning up. Cups is our heart and our emotional energy, and we're going to have to take a pause out and say, am I really happy doing this? Is this really that purpose, right? Because now we finished some of that purpose. We're going to look again through the heart, through the why, at what it is we're doing. All right, and so that's going to be towards the end of summer as we come through it. All right, we're going to also come into a time where we're going to be able to really kind of look at that energy as we move through the summer. That's a time to kind of have the patience and understand what it is that you want to do. All right, Mercedes got a thumbs up on that one. All right, then we're going to move into the next eclipse. Actually, I skipped that, was May into June. All right, so that's going to be the next retrograde. And then September, we have our 3rd retrograde of the year, which is going to be a little bit more of that heart energy. So we've been asked the question to look at it. Then we're coming into the fall, and we're going to feel a little bit more of that discontent. But the truth is, we have what we need. So this is a card that's going to remind you, 4s are about like having the balance in your life. What is missing in your life? Is it right in front of your very eyes? All right, because this has asked you to reevaluate August is to reevaluate what you're working so hard for. There's more to come. And this is saying, yes, there is. So looking at that, taking the time that you need to realign your energy with your passions, with your heart energy is going to be really important. We're going to see that coming forward, especially moving into the fall, which is followed by another 4. And this is the mental plane. So this is really telling us as we move through that summer energy into the fall, taking the time to balance emotionally and mentally is going to be really important. All right, if you keep plowing through and not taking some of those time outs and really working with your mindset, you're going to be exhausted. It's going to be an up and down years. The cards are showing us we're going to push forward, pull back, push forward, pull back. All right, it's kind of like we're saying again, trees are going to fall, mushrooms are going to grow. We're going to be moving through a little bit of that as we move through. 5 years are not always the easiest, and that is why your spiritual practice is going to be really important. You do not want to tire out the mental plane. You don't want to get yourself so out of there. As we move into the last part of the year, into that season of fall, deep into the season, I love this because it shows some of that divine feminine coming forward. Queen of Pentacles. So if we use this idea, know this is coming forward, really remembering to really tap in that divine feminine. So that divine feminine, especially in the pentacle energy, is really, don't push so hard. We don't have to compete with each other. We can work together. We can collaborate. We can bring this forward to create the work that you want to create. So really knowing how you can be a queen and sit in your throne, working with those divine feminine energy. Aquarius energy is definitely about the divine feminine coming forward. And then as we got some hearts on that one, as we come to the end of the year, we're going to have some decisions to make. All right, this is a little bit like, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be. All right, so this is why we tap into our spiritual energy. This is why we build that intuition within ourselves. This is why we want to go within, because we are going to be challenged all year long. And as we move into the last part of the year, even more so. 2021 is going to be a very challenging year. There's no doubt. Just because we're in a new year doesn't make it magic. I know we're all glad to be out of 2020. And I do think we're all more prepared, but we have to be smart. There's a lot of information out there. You have to be able to discern it. You have to be able to trust your own intuitive abilities. Really important that you really tune in. Now, the archetype, and I really kind of like this, it's kind of like what we were talking about when we started, is the vow. All right, so this is talking about what is your word? What promises are you going to make that you will keep this year? I think this is a really great question to all of us. All right, look at the fist. Like, I am strong in what I'm doing, and I am promising to keep this energy moving forward. What is the vow that you can take? And as you go to do your vision boards, as you go to whatever your word is for the year, if you set your word, can you live that energy? And as you move through the year, returning to this over and over. And I think this is what's going to help you ground in the year that you want to see come forward. Having a strong mindset, get out of the victim energy, learn the lessons underneath, shed a skin, all right? And that's very early on. Really start to work with some of that Renaissance energy, that Aquarian energy. Be adventurous. Think outside the box. Look for new ways to do your work. Stand up for who you are. Be strong in that, and that is how you know with what your spiritual practice can help you with, is what I'm trying to say with that. We're going to have some chaos, no doubt. We're going to see things shift and change. We're going to start to shift and move some of that energy out, and we're going to be challenged. Is this what I really want to do? Is this fulfilling in my life? And am I not seeing what's right in front of me? All right, really important. Time out, clearing the mental chatter, reigniting with that passion inside of you. Divine feminine all the way through. She's really going to show her skin. When we come back into that November energy, the gratitude, the Thanksgiving alive, really working with the divine feminine this year is going to be important. And then there will be decisions to make as we move into the new year. All right. I know that's a lot to digest. Take a nice deep inhale. If you have questions, post. What do you think? Let me know. And if you'd like a card, I'll be glad to draw one for you. Lots of energy coming forward. Be discerning on all the information you read. Don't just post without really researching what you've read. Read the articles. There's an article today that kind of upset me just from the title. All right, definitely. Happy New Year. All right, Irene, a card. Yes. All right, Ernest, how you doing? A card for you too. All right, Irene, you got a justice card. All right, so this card is really about weighing all the options. It's also a little bit about karma, too. Like, what are the options for you right now that you need to do? What can balance out your world? The energy you put out is what's going to come back. So sitting in the fairness of your life is really important, okay? All right, Ernest. Ernest, you got the Page of Swords. So this is about a message coming forward. So generally when the page is around, it's more in the etheric. And swords is our mental plane. So really, like, look to your dreams right now for messages that are going to come forward for you. All right, Marissa. So Marissa, you got a 10 of Swords, and I like this because that's a lot of that mental anguish you've been going through. It's going to come to an end. Look at that. It's going to be over and done. All that mental anguish. Look at that. Even the sparkles are sharpening on there. It is over and done. Yay, yay. I couldn't have picked a better card had I been looking. All right, Lens, a card for you. Hey, Millie, how are you? Lens, the card is a 9 of Swords. All right, so this is that card where we look at like what am I doing? Nines are about a little bit more to come, standing in front of that and really kind of evaluating, like, is this what I need? What else can I do? Also, too, lots of times with the 9 in Swords, it's like the energy where we want to give up. So don't give up. Reevaluate your passions and desires to move forward, all right? Millie, you got a 5 of Swords. So, one. So this is another 5. Fives are always challenge and change, but this is about your purpose. And this is really about really standing up for you and how you present yourself and be strong in how you do that, all right? A really good idea. Carla, I always love this card. This is the 6 of Cups. This is like innocence of love, returning to that innocence, that community energy, be that happiness, be that ability to like just kind of share out in the community and have that fairness of heart. It's really a pretty innocent card. All right, Kat, how's everything in Australia? Kat, you got the 10 of Pentacles. I love this because this is a happiness card. So Kat, just go ahead and make a wish for more happiness to come in. Whenever we see the 10, we're starting again. It's in the physical world. All right, so there is some wishing to do for you, but look at all of it. Everything is coming around as you want it to be. All right. Lisa says, Renee and I want a card. All right, separate. We're at the beach together. All right. All right, Lisa, the first one is strength. I love this card. One of my favorite. This is like having the courage and the strength to move forward on your path, to know what you want. It has that infinite potential. Infinite potential coming right around for you. And Renee, can't wait to see you this week. Renee is the King of Pentacles. All right, so Renee, this is like sitting and owning your world. You've got the right to it. You can sit in that throne and own the world that you live in and being really strong in doing that. Don't let people sway you. All right, Renee Wilson. And then we'll come back over here to Instagram. Knight of Pentacles. This is about a message coming forward in the physical world. Like look for that $600 check or something like that. But generally, Knights bring out that message, whereas Page is in the etheric. Knights bring it forward. Pentacles is in our physical world, so look for that to come forward as well. All right. Hey, Leisha Knight, how are you? Let's try for a card. Happy New Year. You in Birmingham. All right, Leisha, this is a Page of Pentacles. All right, so this is a message coming forward about energy of the physical world for you. So look at it in your dream time and bring it forward into the world. All right, Ferez, how are you? How's your daughter? Ace of Swords. This is about a brand new mindset coming forward. A new idea, new mindset. Perfect for the beginning of the year. All right. All right. Did I hear you correctly? You're creating it. Yes, Leah, I'm so excited with Lori Hanna. Do you know Lori Hanna's work? She's a local artist here in Birmingham. The Empowered Spirit deck. It's beautiful already. All right. Leah, you got the Hierophant. So this is about knowing your energy, all right? And this is never my favorite card in the traditional deck, but in the more current decks, it really is about getting some of that spiritual guidance, knowing your energy and not giving your power over to anyone, especially gurus, all right? And I know you do your work, so I think you understand what that means. All right, Jackie, I did miss you. So Jackie, we got the Lover's card. Nothing is missed, all right? So the Lover's card, it really is about really connecting with that love of who you are, the love of devotion for your own source energy, first and foremost. Beautiful card, because as you do that, look how she's also like looking up, not there. As you bring this in, that contentment and fulfillment for all you do is going to be even greater. Jackie is a great business coach, you guys. She's my business coach, so check her out. She has a great, awesome workshop coming up. Unfortunately, I can't make it because I've got clients all day for 3 days in a row. But check it out. Jackie, feel free to post your link. So this is a beautiful card that goes with that that spiritual work, that material work, that business, and especially divine feminine that you teach all of us to do. All right, love it. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I get so excited with everybody. I get so excited about the energy coming forward. Really important that we really kind of join into grounding with Mother Earth. Yes, lots of changes, lots and lots of changes going on, but we can do it. Create that ability to sit with yourself, right? We don't want to have too much of that mental anguish. We want to be able to be grounded with Mother Earth. Bringing the divine feminine forward is really important. No more competing with people. Collaboration, work together, help your neighbors, have compassion of the heart. Really, really important that we all do this as we move through this new year. All right? We have about 3 retrogrades. The first one will be in February, and all that Aquarius energy. We're going to start to see the Renaissance. Pay attention to the arts. Pay attention to your music. Pay attention to creating an original conception. That's going to be really important as we move through this year. We can't do the same old, no more. All right, lots of great energy coming forward. I did not have a podcast this week. All right, I will start back. I've already got some in the can, but they'll be coming out. Yes, getting guidance, but using discernment is key. Yes, Lee, I feel so prepared by my work I've done with you. Thank you, thank you. You've been great. We are doing the winter round of the Empowered Spirit program. I've got some great people coming in. We've already got some great groups. If you want more information, I'll drop me a link or DM me. It is on Instagram. We start next week with vision boards. We look at our dreams and our visions. Really, one of the things I'm very excited to do is really look at ancestral energy, our family generational energy, and the holds that they have on us. All right, our curses, all right? Sometimes we talk about that, and we're going to bring that energy in and working on the subtle energy layers, remove it. Get rid of it, and you'll have the tools to do it. All right, great group. Join in. Some bonuses are still available if you do join. All right, hey T, how are you? Happy belated birthday and New Year. All right, so let's just take all of that energy. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale out. Return to that intention for yourself. Allow those elevated emotions to rise up and to elevate all around. May this year be a year of change, bringing in that divine feminine. With love, with compassion for one another. Let us do it. Inhaling and exhaling. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, Om, Om. Peace, peace, peace. To your spirit, namaste.